Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us today. Welcome to today's webinar. We're going to get started as there may be some attendees coming through, but that's okay. We are recording this, so don't worry. You'll get a copy of it later. And today we're going to start a whole new series with TruckLogics about the reports that are available in TruckLogics. Today's smart reporting is going to be on driver payment and customer reports. They're available within each TruckLogics account for the owner operators and fleets. So we're going to just get started with that. I am your hostess, Christy. I've been with TruckLogics, as you all know, for a little bit of a time now, and you've probably spoken with me on the phone. William and I, we try our best to help our clients as best as we can and giving them the tools that they need to manage their business to the fullest of everyone's ability. Today's webinar is going to be about the driver payment report, what this report entails, and how to run this report, and then the customer reports. Again, what this report contains and how to run that report. Then a small Q&A at the end of the session. So hold on, and we're going to demonstrate how to pull those reports. I'm going to click over to our TruckLogics account, and as you've noticed, this is your dashboard when you log in. A lot of us will tell you your orange title bar here across the top. This is where all your modules are for the dashboard. Gives you a quick overview. The loads, dispatch, accounts, email log, address book. We've all been talking about these for a couple of months now. We've went in depth with these. So today, all the way over here to the right, we're going to talk about the reports module. The reports module is where you can pull specific information regarding your account. Each report entails different details. It has different requirements. So today we're going to talk a little bit about this driver payment report right here. So let's say that you're needing to get a quick overview of what you've paid out to everybody in 2023. So you'll just generate this report. You'll scroll down. You see all the list of your drivers. And it gives you a little running balance of their gross pay, what deductions have, the total deductions that's came out, and what their net pay is. You can also use this as a quick viewpoint to step into what that driver's been paid for 2023. And then you can go back. This driver payment report pulls specifically from driver settlements that have been paid. So if you have a pending driver settlement, that money is not going to reflect in this report. If you haven't created a settlement back on that dispatch that you assigned that driver to, it didn't transfer over to your driver settlement, which then didn't transfer over to this driver payments. So everything within TruckLogics is a little entangled with one another. So this can be filtered by year, at month, a specific range. You can go down to a specific driver for what you've done, paid that driver for the year. You can generate that report and you can quickly see, I've only paid Krista $350. She hasn't driven much, but that's okay. She'll do better next year. You can do a date range for that driver. So let's just do from October 1st to today, and we'll see how much she's made in that. And again, from here, you can print this report and it'll give you a simple report. From here, you can download it to your computer or continue to print it. This is a little different than actually being able to print from the driver settlement. But if you're wanting to get in more detailed description of that, you'll need to open up the settlement, and then it'll take you to the dispatch review itself, and it'll give you the breakdown of, okay, she had $200 of that dispatch, and there was a lodging reimbursement for $100. So that gave her, and then there was another reimbursement of $50, and that gave her that grand total of $350. From there, you can print this as well. So you can print it. And this is what it would look like, the typical driver settlement that you could get directly from the driver settlements tab in your accounts. This is just a quick way to get to the reports specifically so that you can have a quick view. Let's say you needed to go back a couple of years to see what drivers made. You can generate that as well and see what those drivers made in 2020. So Webinar Trucking wasn't in business in 2020, so you'll see that there are no payments made to them. Another report that we're going to go over today really quickly, because we're not going into great depth of where these reports pull and how to modify them and how to, William will do that later on in the month when he ties all the reports together. So the revenue by customer report, this is another little good tool that gives you a quick view of how your company is doing or your business is doing. When you first land on the page, the revenue by customer report or your customer report, it gives you an overview in graphs and charts. You can quickly see that Jerry's Trucking is the bulk of our income that has paid us. Now, for this report to pull correctly, you will need to mark those invoices as paid so that this will be considered revenue, because just marking an invoice as final, that only puts it into cash category. That's not revenue until it's considered paid. So you'll need to, quote, receive payment on that invoices. Like we've discussed in the past, I think October we did invoicing so that you can go back and review that if you don't remember how to pull that invoice and receive that payment. And again, all of our webinars are accessible on our channel, our YouTube channel. This one is just like your driver payment report. You can filter it by year, month, previous year to date, or a date range. You can do several different years. So let's do 2023 for a month. We want to see how we did in October and see who paid us the most money. And then we'll click and go. And you'll see that in October, Eagle Group was the #1 revenue by customer, meaning that this customer paid us the most that month. And then you can go scroll down and it'll give you a better breakdown. The accrual and cash is where we're talking, accrual and payments in cash. From here, you can export this to an Excel file, or you can export it and download it as a PDF so that you can review it. And then it'll give you a breakdown so that you can see that and have that further details. If you're needing to email it to somebody, you can then just attach it in an email and send it as proof, or like I said, it just depends on what they're really needing it for, or if you just like to print copies for your records. But TruckLogics will maintain this within the account. You don't need to print it for your records because TruckLogics saves you all of that time. For a specific date, let's say you wanted to see what you made on one particular day, you can do that. Let's do the 9th. And then just go. Oh, see, we didn't receive anything on the 9th, so that lets us know that nothing was received on the 9th. And if we need to, we can go back into our charts, our invoices and stuff like that, and mark those invoices and receive those payments so that you can keep a running tally on your revenue by customer. This also gives you a breakdown of revenue per load and per mile. Something I wanted to touch base back on, if for this per mile to be accurate, remember when we had our webinars on dispatching and the trip sheets, it's very important that those trip sheets are filled out with that mileage and your empty and loaded miles and stuff like that, so that the system can know that the proper revenue per mile is, so that the system can give you the best benefit for your company. And it helps you, you know, if I needed to do any nips and tucks within the business, you'd be able to do that. But it's very important that you utilize each aspect of TruckLogics so that these reports can pull to the best of the ability to benefit you the most. So these two reports here is the two that we went over today. We're going to have more in depth of how these reports are intertwined within TruckLogics at a later date. Today, these were just to show you that these are here. They're at your disposal, what they can pull, how to actually run them. And a lot of clients of ours don't really know that these reports are here and that they're available to help them utilize and maximize the benefits for their company. So this is why we're starting this series off today. And they're just quick little reports that you pull. So if you have any questions, go ahead and get those typed in. If it's anything specific to like support, your reports aren't pulling correctly, just wait and get those over to us at support and we'll address those to you. But if you have anything, go ahead and get that question answered, asked in that little box, and I'll do my best to answer it. So in the meantime, while we're waiting for the questions to come in, we just wanted to let you know about a new feature that we've implemented with TruckLogics. It's our daily report. Every morning you're going to get an email. It's a quick overview of how your business is doing, what invoices are due that day, how many trucks you have active. This is to help you better utilize the software. You know you got 10 invoices open at 6 a.m. that day. Okay, now I need to go in and mark these invoices as paid, or I received payment for them, so that my customer payment report will pull correctly. This is just another tool that TruckLogics has extended out to our clients to make us more available and help you get that business superb, so that you can make the best out of your TruckLogics account. Okay, so we don't have any questions, but if you think of any later, don't worry. Like I said, we are recording this. We're going to send it to everybody, and also it'll be available on our YouTube channel. Our next webinar, we're going to continue with the reports, is boosting your bottom line, mastering your profit and loss report. That's going to be on December 7th at 4 p.m. We're going to quickly tell you what the profit and loss contains, how to pull it, and everything that involves that profit and loss. Maximize your drive time. Go ahead and get, if you are fresh and brand new and you've never had a TruckLogics account, go ahead and get signed up for our free 15-day trial. It's no credit card obligation. We're going to reach out to you on that first and mid and a couple of days before the trial ends. We're going to send you tons of resources. We've also started sending daily PDFs to our new subscribers. It's in-depth how-to. Every day, we call it the daily homework. Every day you're going to get a list of things and how-to. It's going to say assignment 1, assignment 2, and it's going to take you through your account step by step. How do I add my customers? How do I add a driver settlement? And it's going to walk you through. So that is also something that we've implemented for you. And as always, you can get in touch with us. Our number is 704-234-6946. Send us an email at support@trucklogics.com. Follow us on all the socials, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and of course our YouTube channel, which is where all of our webinars and our how-to videos are located. So until next time, guys, I hope you have a great weekend that's coming up, and William and I are here for your questions. James and Mark are going to be reaching out to all the trials, so hang tight, don't worry, somebody will be getting in touch with you. If you have any questions though, don't hesitate to reach back out to us, and hope you have a great day. Bye.